Hello, and welcome to DOTVPodcast Presents Friday Night D&D with D&D and Me. Tonight we have me, Ron. I will be your player, your pseudo dungeon master, as we pick up on where our fallen heroes, Timothy and Bartholomew, left off. I love Friday Night D&D. Always takes me back when I was still playing in-person games. That was it, Friday night. Meet up, be there for a few hours. Good times. But and before I go on, there might be some background noise because my neighbors are noisy. And I have a cat. Alright. So I think we're going to have to kind of pick up sort of where we left off. We're going to be kind of outside of the town in the forest. Where is our forest? There we go. Bring that in. Alright. And yes, let's bring up the map. So, if I remember correctly, we were somewhere in this region, I believe. Yes, that sounds about right. It wasn't showing up. There we go. This region, right around here. Oop. And where we left off, our valiant heroes, Timothy and Bartholomew, met their untimely end at the hands and jaws of some gnolls. And some undead gnolls, too, I think. Yeah, there were some undead ones. So, needless to say, after a few days beyond when this duo was expected back, I think it's safe to say that there's a guild hall involved. There's an adventurers guild. Why not? Why wouldn't there be an adventurers guild? So a couple other members of the guild set off to find their missing companions. First up, we'll be introducing Fluto. Fluto is a Goliath Oath of Conquest Paladin. He specializes with basic protection style, sword and board. He is joined by his boon companion, Pix. Pix is a goblin, wild magic sorcerer. So that's going to be fun, right? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go right? Well, maybe. I don't know. So yes, it's been a few days since Timothy and Bartholomew were expected back at the guild hall. And since they have not returned, Pix and Fluto have set off. So now we need some voices here. Pix is a goblin, so...
Goblin! We need a goblin voice. This is Pix. How are you doing, Fluto?
Goliath. I always think of Grog, but we're not going to do that. Yo, Apex, what's happening? That's probably pretty Grog-like. I failed already. That's alright. Um, so, we're going to need to track them down, and in order to do that, we're going to go to our Solo Adventures toolbox and start asking some questions. Now, I don't think it would be too difficult for them to track them down, so we're not going to worry about the matter of whether they're able to find like the remains or not. It's more of a matter of when, how long is it going to take. So I guess our first question will be, will Pix and Fluto find a clue before the end of this first day? So I'll just roll. It's a little less likely. I mean, it's one day, but there's no reason not to. And the result I got was a maybe, so how about, will our new heroes find a clue within the next 12 hours? And that is, I'm going to go with unlikely and hit submit. And I got a yes, so we're not going to have too much trouble finding some kind of a clue. Now, if I remember correctly, it was autumn. Let's set the weather. It's hot for autumn. I wish it was hot for autumn. It's real shitty here right now. And no, I'm not in Florida. Not by the hurricane. I hope anybody down there is doing okay and is safe. Be safe, people. Watch this later. It's on demand. Okay, so we've got some hot autumn weather. They're sweating. Unfortunately, when the heat comes back, so do the damn bugs, as I know all too well. So yeah, we're going to be swatting away insects as we traverse through the forest, and what is it? I think it's something like 10 rolls for a 12-hour. I've got all those nice handy tables, but they just clickable tables. They don't do some of the more specific things. There we go. So this is closer. How's everyone doing tonight? Enjoying this fine Friday evening for Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, it's always better if you can find yourself a group, but can't always get a group together, and that's when something like this is really, really useful. Okay, that didn't give me the table I needed. Okay, I have to go much further. I think. Yep, here we go. So, why don't we roll a d6 and we'll determine if this is a low, medium, or high population density wilderness area. It probably is. I mean, actually, it's probably medium, just because it's outside of a city, not too far. We'll go with medium. So 4 rolls per day, 12 rolls for nighttime. 2 rolls for nighttime, sorry, wow, that'd be ridiculous. And so yeah, in that 12 hours, let's see if there's any encounters. So I'll roll that D100 4 times. And look at that, no encounters. If we would have gotten a 25 or lower, that would have led to something. So I think this goes back to our maybe that we originally got, and that we don't quite find them in that 12 hours, but it is getting to be late, so we should probably try to find a camp. Now, as we already know, this is how Jimothy and Bartholomew met their end, was with a camp. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to search for a campsite, and I think this is more of Fluto's thing. We're going to do a survival check. DC is 6 to find a suitable campsite in the forest. And that is appropriate. That is a 3. You know, I'm going to add some dice commands for crit successes and crit fails. This would have been a great time to do that. Maybe I'll have that in place before the next stream. We'll see. Anyways, Fluto ain't found shit. Pix, on the other hand, he can look, and he's gonna go ahead. Oh boy, he's got a +0, but he got a 9, which, yeah, finding a campsite in the forest should not be a difficult endeavor, especially with it being hot. Alright, so now I guess we go back. So it was 2 rolls for nighttime. We'll see if there are any encounters during this overnight period. Now, of course, Fluto and Pix have no idea what happened to Jimothy and Bartholomew, so they have no reason to act much differently. First is 49, and then an 18. That's an 18. Something happens. Something happens. Some kind of an encounter. Alright. We can go back to our tables. Now this is the fun, so we can decide, I think, if it's an encounter or an event. Let me go back to the book, because I think the book will be a little more specific. And of course, you know, with anything D&D, you can use these, like any of this stuff, as a guide, and, you know, make it work for you, what's going to be best for you. If you don't like a rule, especially if you're playing by yourself, I mean, the only person you're cheating would be you. But I mean, if there's like a rule or a way of, you know, a certain way of doing things you don't like, you know, don't do it that way. It's your game. Alright. So that's over terrain. Lots of fun stuff. We'll just go to the random thing. And since we already know that the medium encounters are pretty deadly, at least they have been thus far in the history of D&D Me, I think we'll just do a level 4 easy encounter. Well, let's see what happens when I click this wilderness encounters button. That doesn't... Oh, okay, that won't help anyways. In this event. See, that makes more sense. Monster medium encounter. Well, it rolled a medium encounter for me. I'll do it. I think these two have got better strategy. Anyways. I just need to find that conversion. Okay. That's this right over here. 2 PCs, level 4 medium is a 1 PC level 5 medium, which I already knew that. Level 5 medium. Okay. Well, this would be a different encounter. 1 CR1 plus 1 CR1 quarter. And I suppose we should probably get to a map. Go to this one here. Move them over just so get that box out of the way. And we're going to be having a battle, so why don't we cue up that battle music. Alright. I don't plan on it, Lewis. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. I think the first, well, let's figure out what this encounter is going to be. So, 1 CR1 and 1 CR1 quarter. CR1, monster tables are down here, forest. What is a quickling? I don't know if I even have access to that stat. Let me check. Oh, I do. It's in Volo's Guide. And of course, this is when it gets slow. Yeah, let's stick with that knoll theme. Here we go. A knoll flesh gnawer. Gnawer. That is a weird word to say. I'll go ahead and drag that out. Okay. And now a CR1 quarter, I believe. Yep. Excuse me. CR1 quarter, swarm of ravens. Alright, we'll just go with that first one. A winged kobold. Wonder if I have that one. I do. Wow. Okay. Perfect. Alright, now we have our encounters set. We have to figure out how far away these guys are. And in which direction. Move our heroes to there. We'll roll 2d8s. We got an 8 and a 6. Now which direction are they coming from? We'll roll another d8 for that. 1. Usually have that be up north. Alright. That looks... Oh. I mean, that works. There we go. Now there's another fun table. What woke you up? What wakes you? So maybe we can avoid the surprise round. I'll roll a D100 for that. Result is a 40, which means animal hostile. Perfect. So we hear them coming. No surprise round. Let's roll initiative. Well, let me bring up the tracker. Huh. Interesting. Hi, Galaxy. Thanks for stopping in. We about to die. We're trying not to. Well, they rolled the same initiatives. Pixel get to go first, though. Well, after the knoll. I should have had the tiebreakers in there. No worries. Alright. What does a knoll flesh gnawer do? They have a multi-attack and sudden rush. Ooh, until the end of the turn, knoll speed increases by 60 feet and it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. That is an action. 3 to 30. Yeah, I can't reach in one round. It could do the sudden rush, but then it can't attack. So, intelligence 8, it's smart enough to know to ready attack, so it starts coming towards Fluto. It will move its speed and ready in action to attack the first creature to come into range. Which definitely won't be Pix, because Pix is a sorcerer, so... Oh, I should have retroactively mentioned the fact that he would have had his mage armor cast. Although it probably would have worn off, so Pix casts mage armor. And that's going to be good for him right there. He's going to move away. Mage armor is an action. Unfortunately, we don't have any bonus action cantrips we could use, so that's it. Pixel move away. I think Goblin, they have like 25? No, 30. Nice. So he's going to bolt. He'll go back to there. I don't know why I hit the push to dock. Right after Pix is Fluto. What? What is this? What is the meaning of this? Fluto, being a paladin, he's got all those fun, like spites and whatnot. I think... Yeah, let me double check the divine smite. Where is it? You can expend a spell slot to do the damage. Okay, that's how that works. Well, let's see how this goes. Draws his longsword, I believe. I believe it's a longsword. Steps up. That's going to trigger the attack of the Ravager, or whatever, Fleshnar. I think that would be a short sword attack. Ooh, an 18. How does that do against Heroes RAC? It is 18. We are off to an amazing start. That's going to hit for 4 piercing damage, since that was not a crit. Whatever. Fluto kind of laughs. Like, huh. This is how you attack. That is not Fluto's voice. I refuse. I'm gonna use this longsword. 17. 17, I believe, will do it. I believe the same AC 14, I think. Yep, okay, they've got the AC in the blue. That's fine. Yeah, 17 hits for 9. Nice. And unfortunately, only being 4th level, Fluto does just get the single attack. He could Divine Smite. I think he would. Why not? He hasn't done anything. He'll expend a 1st level. Boom. Divine Smite. Is that change? Let's see. Okay, yeah. So it does go up. It'll be a 2d8. Well, I'll just have to roll it, won't I? For another 5. Smite! Alright. Then it is the Winged Kobold's turn. What sort of tactics do we have here? Dagger, dropped rock, sunlight sensitivity, which won't matter. Of course, the Kobold pack tactics. But we've got a speed of 30, a fly speed of 30. I guess he'll try to come in and drop a rock. Ooh, I don't think he can make it. I think he's too far back. He is. He'll have to dash just to get close enough. So that's going to be it for the Winged Kobold. Alright. Back to the Gnoll. So the Gnoll snarls as Fluto's sword bites deep into his side and is going to make a multi-attack. Holy shit. Okay, the Gnoll makes 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with the short sword. This Gnoll is not fucking around. Alright, so first the bite. The bite is a 13, that's gonna miss. Short sword for 14 misses, and an 8 misses. Fluto just kind of, that big bellied hoo ho ho. You are pathetic, Gnoll. Now we're doing like a cross Arnold thing. I am so sorry for all the people I offend with my terrible accents. Or am I? I don't know. Alright. That's it for the Gnoll Fleshnar. It kind of like snarls at the kobold like, why didn't you fly around? But that doesn't matter. Pix gets to go. Pix, what are you doing? What you doing, buddy? Pix, we got some spells. We got a dagger we could throw. Ooh, Mind Sliver. No, I don't think we need to be that hardcore. I think we'll just throw a firebolt. That's an oldie but goodie, right? Or, oh, that sucks. He would have been going for the kobold, I think, because the kobold is an aerial target. Although, nah, it doesn't matter. A 9 is not going to hit either of them, so... yeah. Alright, Pix. You tried, buddy. Fluto. Fluto is up. Fluto needs to attack. Still just the one attack there, buddy. Do you dare another Divine Smite? What spells do we have on hand? Just curious. And we only do have first level spells because we are a paladin. We're not a full caster. No. I think we'll just go with the old faithful attack. Okay. One swing. Wow. Fluto. Fluto, what the fuck, man? You did very well on that first round, despite getting hit. You did exceptionally well not getting hit just now, but this... Alright. Well, Fluto, that's the way the Goliath whiffs, I guess. Fluto, how could you? Winged Kobold is going to fly over Fluto's head and drop a rock. As he does so, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. I mean, drop it. Lewis, you jinxed this. You did this. I blame you. For 11 bludgeoning damage on, Fluto. And the Kobold just laughs. I mean, it's a direct hit. I can't argue with that. Oh, that was a good one. But now the Knoll gets to go, and I guess Fluto's probably kind of a little dazed. I know I would be if I just had a frickin' rock dropped on my noggin. It's that damn multi-attack. It's gonna try it. All right. Bite. Miss. 2 short sword. 7 misses, but the 19 is going to hit. That's going to do 4 piercing damage to our friend Fluto. We're starting to look a little bit rough, but we are paladin. We've got some tricks up our sleeves. Probably down, in our socks too. We hide tricks everywhere. Great snack. Alright. Pix is go. Pix is going to... Okay, now Pix is definitely targeting the Kobold, as Pix just witnessed this bludgeoning. This aerial bludgeoning. Can't say I blame him. Pix, where'd you go? Not Pix. Yes, Pix. Firebolt! Pew pew! Oh, a 13. Alright, let's see, what's the Kobold's AC? 13! Meets it beats. That's gonna be 7 fire damage, and... Oh, okay, I wish I could share this screen. The Winged Kobold has an armor class of 13, hit points 7. So yeah, it drops its rock on Fluto's unsuspecting melon. But Pix gets revenge, and he laughs in a goblin as he firebolts, and the Kobold basically, think kind of like a cartoon where it just sort of immediately completely chars over. There's a whiff of smoke that emits from it, and it kind of blinks and then just drops to the ground. That's what I'm going with for that. That is how Pix killed that Kobold. Good job, Pix. We are doing much better than Jimothy and Bartholomew. For now. Okay, after Pix, it is Fluto, and we still have this Knoll. Gotta X him out. There we go. Fluto swings mightily with his long sword A 24 will hit. We didn't Divine Smite. I didn't say it. So it's just going to be the 7 slashing. Which leaves him at 1 HP. Fluto doesn't know that. This Knoll just kind of snarls. Like,
You'll never get us.
or some shit. I don't know. What would a Knoll say? What does the Knoll say? Winged Kobold is down. And this is the Knoll's last chance. Bottom of the 9th, 2 out, space is loaded. You're down by 4, down by 3, down by 3. Sorry, nerds, not getting the baseball terminology. The Knoll attacks, multi-attack, bite. 14 misses, short sword. Misses with a 5. One more short sword. And misses with the 12. Fluto just laughed like a huge Goliath belly laugh. As Pix launches a firebolt. Come on, Pix. Do it. Ooh, 7's gonna miss, but I think Fluto's got this one in the bag. Oh. Whoops. Let's swing. 21. Yeah. He's toast. Well. That's excellent. Already did much better than Jimothy and Bartholomew. Got woken up. That could affect a long rest. That was on the second roll, so I mean, whatever. We'll figure that out. I think we have to get back to our tables. And let's see if we got some loot here. Why not? So, on the Kobold, we find 5d6 copper. Yes. $23 copper pieces. Where's my notebook? I hope you have your notebooks ready if you're following along. Alright, 23 copper on the Winged Kobold. And then on the Knoll, let's see, the Knoll, let's see, R1, 46 silver. $13 silver pieces. Cool. Sweet. Alright. Does the rest of the night go by uneventfully? We go back to our yes or no. And the result is a yes. Perfect. Following morning. And they would have taken the extra time for their long rest. Both will hit that long rest reset button there. We'll love it. Love that addition to these character sheets. You too, Pix. I think you used a spell slot. Although Pix will immediately use that spell slot once again to cast Mage Armor on himself. Let me make sure that's not... Yeah. Yep. Alright. And I forgot about the meta magic stuff, of course. New characters, it's always a learning curve, but anyways, 1 spell slot for a Mage Armor. And then I suppose we can get rid of the initiative tracker. Clear that out. Alright. Well, now, I think this sort of would provide a bit of a clue. At least, this might cause our heroes to think, why are gnolls out here, like, harassing campers? They're not, like, teaming up with kobolds. Like, what is going on? There's gotta be something going on. And we haven't found the trail yet. But how likely is it that we camped nearby where Jimothy and Bartholomew had camped, seeing as how there was once again a gnoll attack? I think it's, I want to say highly likely, but I'll just go likely. Hit that, and yes, so we are nearby. I think survival checks here to determine if we can find something. Pix, you were the goat with the finding a campsite survival check. Let's see how you do here. 50. There we go. With your +0, you got a 15, and just for the hell of it, let's see how Fluto does. Yeah. Yep, that checks out. That checks out. Perfect. You ever have a character that just can't seem to roll for shit? I do all the time. Why did Twitch close out? Oh, there. Hang on. Oh, I see. Alright, well, it won't take long. Let's roll a d4. Say it takes... it takes them 4 hours to find the campsite. And they will find a clue there, because the story can't progress without a clue. I mean, we could roll, but we already know what kind of a clue our heroes should be looking for, and if we're going off of the sort of presumed narrative, that would be that Jimothy and Bartholomew got mauled to death by gnolls. So they were likely eaten, dismembered. I think the clue that we would be locating here would be probably a limb, maybe a boot with a partial leg in it. Something nasty like that. Let's get spooky. It's almost October. Might as well get our spook on now. Ooh. Here are creepy crawlies. But yeah, so you stumble upon the campsite. Okay. There went Pix. Find the campsite, dig around, find... Let's see, what do we find? It's somebody's foot. Is it Bobby's or is it Jimmy's? We'll roll percentile. 1 through 25 will be Jimmy's left. 26 through 50 will be his right. 51 through 75 will be Bobby's left. 76 through 100, Bobby's right. That's a 54. It's Bobby's left foot. Oh, no, poor Bobby. Bobby, what have they done to you? So yeah, it's a dismal scene. Let's check the weather. It is a new day after all. I think it would be so much better if it was raining. Let's see if the fates are going to be with us on that. Come on, rain. Overcast. I'll take overcast. That works. Overcast, so it's threatening to rain. It's good enough. That sets the scene. It's a dull, it's gray day. We find the remnants of a campsite abandoned. Well, scuttled, I guess, almost. Find Bobby's left foot. Let's see if our boys can identify it. Oh, I think that would be. I was thinking about this for an identification to identify an item that somebody was wearing. I think that would be like an insight, not so much perception, because I mean, you're looking at it, right? But like you can see it, and that doesn't necessarily mean you recognize it. It just means you notice it or see, hear, taste, smell. Like, you know, you're perceiving your senses. But insight is more of like a, yeah, I remember. So we're doing that insight to see if we got this. I should have had them assist. All right, come on, Pix, you can do it. I believe in you. I'm setting these DCs way too high. It should. Either way, we've got a foot, and now we got to find a trail. And I mean, bodies don't just drag themselves off, or do they? Woo! I'm sorry, I won't do that again. I can't promise that. Don't mind that. Survival checks to find a trail. Picks. Oh, you failed me, buddy. But that's alright, because Fluto's got your back this time around. They quickly find a trail and begin to follow it. Follow it to what, though? We've got wilderness terrain. Oh, we don't have forest. Overarching terrain. Let's look there. So we travel for a bit and get to a waterway. Must be like a stream. It's autumn, it's been rainy, it might be kind of high water. Is there an easy way around this stream? It's possible. And result is yes. Is there a bridge? Yes. Alright. So now we have to determine which way to go. Because does the trail end at the river? And it's highly likely that it does. And I got a maybe on it. I think it's more likely that it does. They probably dragged bodies like through the river across, and so we could find a bridge. Of course, do our heroes know that there is a bridge that crosses this river? I'm guessing they're local, so it's highly likely that they would know about it. And I got a maybe again. These guys just aren't the brightest. I roll terrible characters. At least from my own games. Alright. So they're probably gonna try to ford the river. I wonder if Pix has any tricks. Pix has tricks. Misty Step. How wide is this river? If they're able to drag it across, it can't be that wide. I'd say 10, 20 feet max. Let's roll a d4. Why not? We're rolling dice. We love rolling dice. And of course, it's a 4. It's 20 feet. 20 feet across. It's probably deep. Paladin, and, well, he's not wearing plate armor. He's got chainmail, which still isn't going to be good for swimming. I think we're going to have to elect to find a bridge because Fluto isn't dumb enough to try and swim across. And Pix can Misty Step across, but that doesn't help Fluto. So we're going to travel a little bit. We got to roll some D100s to see if there's any encounters right now, and I believe it was 4, so we'll just roll 2. And yes, there is. There's going to be another encounter or event. Let's see, what is it this time? Like the event. Well, the event is... Gosh. Right here, let me see. So, as we are walking along this river, trying to find a bridge or a way for Fluto to safely get across. Oh! 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 We hear howling in the distance. It could be wolves, but the sound is strange somehow. I think Fluto and Pix would glance at each other. Maybe kind of draw their cloaks a little bit tighter around their collars. Stupid thing is supposed to be silent. And then draw their cloaks tighter around their collars and just kind of hustle along. And yeah, they're gonna reach a bridge before too long. They're able to cross. They backtrack. We'll do one more roll while they backtrack to the bridge, to where the trail went cold. There we go. I wouldn't have it any other way. New encounter. We find a discarded backpack with some intriguing contents. Could this backpack belong to Jimothy or Bartholomew? I think the odds of that are highly likely, or almost a certainty? No, not quite that big. Well, let's go with a nice likely. And the result is blank? There we go. Result is a yes. Perfect. So, do we find Jimothy's backpack or do we find Bartholomew's? That's a 50-50 again. Ugh. Or we'll just do the yes no. I like that. That's always fun. Do we find is it Jimothy's backpack? Yes. Alrighty. So we begin to carefully examine Jimothy's backpack. Determine the contents of it. We'll have to find Jimothy. There you are, buddy. Alright. Let's pop him out. So yeah, we're digging through Jimothy's backpack, and that sword would not be in there. And it's basically just what you'd expect to find. We do find Jimothy's coin purse in there, containing 260 gold. Would they find that in his backpack or on his person? We will roll. I can't just give myself all the money as much as I want it. Where is the thing? So, it's possibly kept it in his pocket, or in his backpack. It's unlikely he kept it in his backpack. He probably kept it on his waist. And the answer is no. He does not have it in his backpack. So we do not find Jimmy's gold, sadly for us. We do find some rations and stuff, so that's always cool. Perfect. But this does tell us that the trail does indeed continue on in this direction. And before we continue, I know it's a little early, but we're going to take a break here. Go grab yourself a snack or a beverage. Go pet your cats and dogs. And we shall return. Hello, and welcome back. Thank you once again for joining us tonight for DOTVPodcast Presents Friday Night D&D. Our regularly scheduled Swashbuckler series had to be postponed this evening. So instead, we come to you tonight with a new episode of D&D Me. This is following up the last episode's events. If you missed out on that, you didn't miss much, I'll be real. But now we're finding out what happened, or at least civilization is finding out what happened. And before we hop back into here, I just want to throw out there, be sure to join us on a Sunday evening for our Dungeon of the Mad Mage campaign, a much more traditional game than what you are watching right now, featuring a Dungeon Master and several players. Same goes for our Monday night regular main campaign, Defenders of the Veil, the DOTV of DOTV Podcast. Alright. So with that said, we return. And not Jimothy. Fluto and Pix found Jimothy's discarded backpack on the opposite side of this creek that they were obviously dragged across after they were slaughtered by gnolls. Of course, they don't know they were slaughtered by gnolls. They just know they know they were slaughtered because they found Bobby's leg. It's not looking good for those two. I think Fluto and Pix would have already presumed the worst at this point, but now they just need to see and know for themselves. Perhaps there's something to save. Maybe, you know? So now they must continue tracking, and the trail's probably relatively easy for them to follow. I mean, it's not like these gnolls are trying to hide their tracks, I don't think. What'd you get there, Pix? 10. How about Fluto? Hey, 21. Alright, so yeah. The trail is not hard to find. I think actually the 10 would have been enough. Let's be real. I just said how easy the trail would have been to find. So they follow the trail. I think we have two more. No. One more on the daytime D100 roll. And there we go. Of course. It's a 7. It's a new encounter. Another encounter. Encounter doesn't always mean a fight, though. So let's see, what do we get this time? Where are you? Nope, not that. So we happen upon a plundered barrow / burial mound. But did they get everything? And what still waits there? So 50% chance that it's mostly empty. Let's see it. 52. So if it's mostly empty at 50%, does it mean it's mostly full at 52? No. No, probably not. Oh, why is stream quality is really low this evening? Must be because it's Friday. There, that's better. Alright, well, yeah, I guess that means it's totally empty. And they continue, and I think this is where they would find a cave or whatever the gnolls are calling their den. There's probably some guards. Probably time for some yes and no questions. So, let's see. Is this going to be... It won't be a clearing. We know that. It's going to either be like a cave or an outcrop or a structure. Cave, outcrop, or structure. We'll roll a d6. Cave. It's a cave. Okay. Some kind of... No, probably a feature, maybe? Nope, that doesn't do it. Well, let's ask a question. Are there guards outside the thing? It's yes or no, and no is the result. No guards, so we lucked out there. It's gonna be dark. Fluto does not have dark vision. He is a Goliath. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Pix has dark vision, though. Now we're gonna need something more like this. As now, it has turned into a dungeon crawl. Quite possibly. Okay. Now we'll have to go to our... It's essentially a dungeon builder. So it begins with a passage. Let's roll up that passage. This passage continues d4 times 10 feet and is empty. So let's get back to our screen. We can actually start to draw this out. We'll move Pix and Fluto down here to the bottom of the screen. We'll bring out a drawing tool. And we'll go with a line. Now, this passage is 10 feet. How wide is it? It's either 5 or 10 feet wide. 5. 5 feet wide. And it goes 30 feet. Yep. And it's dark. The passage goes 30 feet, but we'll have Pix lead the way, since Pix can see in the dark. So at the end of the passage, what do we find? guess since it didn't say anything, it would be another passage. Or a continuation. Okay. So there's an opening to the left with stairs. And it's empty apart from rubble. Clue 10%. So I'm guessing the path would have to go and of course it changed the color on me. Whatever, that's fine. We can go with this. There's stairs there. We'll go to a free hand. There we go, stairs. I probably drew them backwards actually, because I would imagine they go down. But that's what the stairs table is for. It says up one level to a passage. So hey, you know what? It's going into a hill. I guess it goes up to a passage. Can't argue with that. The passage goes 30 feet and ends in stairs. And ends in stairs. Where do the stairs go? I swear if this just has me going up and down. Down one level to a room and add 30 to room contents roll. Now, oh, that's not going to work on, maybe it will. It goes down one level to a room, so we're at a room. It's a circular room, D4 by 10 in diameter, D4 exits. Mission relevant loot chains, otherwise empty. So it's a 20-foot diameter. Oh, that's not that big. With 4 exits. So that doesn't make any sense. I think that should be the other way around. To pick up this whole map and move it. Because here is the stairs. And then it goes to a circular room, and we're calling it a 40-foot room. There, about like that. Well, that's weird. It won't let me move it. There we go. Just do it that way. Okay. There's 2 exits. We know this is an exit, so there's one more exit. We'll put it... well, it'll be a door. We'll put it over here. is empty. Save for oh wait, they said to add 30 to the. Okay, that's right. So let's take a look at the rooms. That is definitely not a 30. Okay. Okay, so it's 81 to 84. It would have been over 100 then. Which means boss, BBEG, significant NPC encounter. Alright. This looks like this might be the end of this adventure. Because apparently in this room, there's a boss or significant NPC encounter. And it's gonna have to be a boss. So, level 4. Do I dare? A level 4 hard encounter. NPC is level 4 hard, 1 PC level 5 hard. That's what I thought it was gonna say. 3 CR 1/2 monsters. And since it's a boss fight, alright, I guess. It's 3 orcs. So we would have been here. Since it's a boss fight, they know we're coming. We'll make that part easy. Should roll to see how far away. $386, so why are they working with the gnolls? I guess there's only one way to find out. In order to do that, we're gonna have to roll some initiative. Oop. Alright, picks initiative. Ludo. Some initiative. Alright, and Ludo gets to go first. Now, unfortunately, it's dark in here, so he's going to have disadvantage. Orcs have dark vision, so they don't need to be able to see all that well. Okay. Spells that would be useful. No, not really. But he's gonna rush in there. And he's going to swing with disadvantage. Oh, that is such a shame. A 17 will hit though. Orcs have a 13 armor class. And it's gonna do 11 damage because I still haven't turned off the smite. But yes, 11 radiant slashing damage to this orc. And bonus action. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for Fluto. Pix's turn, and you can see what's going on. He's going to run in there, run around to there, and try to firebolt the one that Fluto just took on. And going to miss spectacularly. That's going to bring it to the first orc, which is this one over here. So they have a aggressive bonus action that lets it move its speed up to a hostile creature. Fortunately, it only gets one attack. And it knows how to flank. This is where we die. Maybe. We'll find out. Swings with its great axe. A 15 is not going to hit Fluto's armor class. Fluto has an 18 AC, so Fluto shrugs off the attack, but now he's kind of pissed because he's got orcs on both sides. Not happy. One sec. Heard. Should have been. But can't help themselves sometimes. Alright, the first orc gets to try and get some revenge on Fluto. And it's 2 12s, which means it misses, even with advantage. These orcs just suck at hitting Fluto, at least for now. Last orc. He's gonna move towards Pix. That's his bonus action move, just because he's aggressive. That's an 18 to hit Pix. That's not Pix. 18. That's gonna hit Pix with the AC. Well, wait. He's got the mage armor going, which I know is not gonna do much. 13 plus Dex, which means his AC is 15 right now. So yeah, 18 definitely hits. 10 slashing. Oh, that's not good for Pix. Not good. Okay. After Pix, or after the orc, rather, it goes back to Fluto. Fluto is going to continue focusing. Fluto is attacking at disadvantage because of, not being able to see in the dark. And that 9 is going to miss, unfortunately, for Fluto. But he's going to try to kind of step around. He's going to take an opportunity attack from that one there. And 18 is going to hit for 7 slashing. As long as he's there, he's going to keep moving. Alright. After Fluto is Pix. Pix does not want to be there. Bonus action. Bonus action, Misty Step. That is a second level spell. And we're going to have to roll on the wild magic table. Let's refamiliarize ourselves with wild magic. So, your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic. Once per turn, the DM can have a roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcery spell at first level or higher. If you roll a 1, roll on the wild magic surge table to create a magical effect. Alright. I'm gonna roll it. Alright, come on, Pix. It's a 6, so no wild magic, and Pix can teleport 30 feet. Pixie teleport to that corner. That's a bonus action leveled spell, which means he can firebolt. Yeah, he'll firebolt the one coming at Fluto again. 18 for 3 is gonna hit. Even that work at 1 HP. That's alright. It is this orc's turn. He's coming back after Fluto. And does have flanking. He's going to attempt to swing. A 15 is going to miss even with that advantage. Next orc's turn, which is the one that's just about dead. Again, a 12 and a 12. Excuse me. These orcs are like, why don't you just die? Or something like that, I'm guessing. If I was an angry orc, that's probably what I'd be. Right about now. Last orc gets to go. And he's gonna rush at Fluto because his target is out of reach. He does not have advantage on the attack though. Because that's not a true thing. 7 is gonna miss. Lucky Fluto. Alright, Fluto, come on. You need to finish this. Finish this guy. Finish him right here. 21 for 6. Boom. This orc is toast. Still only gets the 1 attack. But he's gonna do it. And he's gonna stay put. Pix, what can you do from right there, buddy? You could try to stab. Why not? He's gonna try to stab him. 11. He's gonna miss. Do we have? What is this? Yes, disengage as a bonus action. Perfect. Yeah, so then he wouldn't have attacked. He would have disengaged. Ran over to here. 30, yep. And then would have flung a firebolt. Actually. I'll do a magic missile. So that's gonna be 5, 10, 15 force damage on this one, killing it. Good show their picks. This orc's turn, it tries to attack. And 18 is going to hit for 9 slashing on Fluto. I just rolled 1 time and then did it for, like, you know, just had it be each one did that amount of damage. Instead of rolling 3 times, I just rolled once and had each one do the same amount. Yeah, he had 15 HP. So like it killed him. Did I take that 9 off of... Yeah, no problem. Did I take that 9 off of... I think I did. I think I did. Okay. So then that would bring it back to Fluto, who will attack. Crit! 12. Why is it only 12? York has 3 HP left. I could have thrown a Divine Smite into it. Too late. I think I have to do that. I think you have to call that before you make the attack roll. No, it's when you hit. Yeah, you know what? Then I would have done it. But, shoot, I wish the thing would have been on there. Alright, I'll roll. Well, he's got 3 HP left. I suppose I could roll 2 1s on 2d8. Nope, that kills him. Ooh. Well, we got through that. Yeah, these guys are doing much better than good old... Ooh. Well, then 10. Would have been another 10. He only needed 3. I should knock off that spell slot just in case there is more combat. I have a feeling that wasn't going to be our boss fight that we thought it was going to be. But there should be loot. Loot, 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 loot. Alright. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope. There. Oh, wait. It would have been in this. Alright, so... Damn it, where'd it go? There. Do it this way. Let's see. Okay, let's roll a percentile. 6. So 2 and 4, silver and gold. Wait, wrong one. So D8. Never mind that 12. D8, so 7. 700 silver pieces. And 1d6. 200 gold. And 3 hobgoblins. Or orcs, rather. I just remember seeing something about loot. I don't remember what exactly. Pix is gonna go and see if he can find, he's gonna check that door for traps. Investigation.
It looks good, boss.
All right there, Pix. I trust you. Let's see, is this door trapped? Only one way to find out. That's a yes or no question. And the answer is no. Cool. We lucked out. Fluto opens the door. Is the door locked? That is another pertinent question. Is the door locked? Yes, it is. Crap. Neither of us are rogues. Maybe Pix is proficient in these tools though. So, sleight of hand. He's already proficient. It would just be dex. So it'd essentially be a sleight of hand. 17. I don't think that this is going to be a complicated lock, so yeah, that would easily open it. Fluto opens the door, and what is on the other side of this door? Oh, I should have rolled the door. Oh, there's a door thing. Wooden door lock, DC 15 thieves tools. Hey, we got it. So and it opens into a room. So room, let's roll a room. Ooh, a triangular room. Oh. D6 times 10 feet down one side, other sides, whatever shape fits best. There's D4 exits. There is a level appropriate hard encounter with a clue. With all those things, 30% chance for clue, loot, random, or secret door. So D6 times 10. 60 feet. Let's draw this out. Go back to black. And I want it to like intersect here, so be 30 feet on side, 5 and 10. And I guess we can make this however big we want. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's just make it here. That's good. It's got some exits. D4 exits. 3. That's appropriate. Let's see if we can draw some shapes. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. We'll just keep it that color. You know what? These are gonna look weird, but whatever. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can turn them. So boom. There we go. Bingo. There is a level appropriate hard encounter in this room. That's going to be a level 5 hard. So 1 CR1 and 2 CR1/4. I think we have to go back to forest, just so that we can get our knolls back. Or there we go. It's a knoll flesh gnar. Yeah, right there. One of those guys. 2 1/4s. What's just a regular knoll? Just out of curiosity's sake. One half. That's why. Oh, no, witherling, there we go. 2 of them. Alright, D8s. 2, 6, and 2. And that's pretty much perfect. They would have been aware, they would have heard the locks being picked, as it were, so they can have a surprise round. After we roll some initiatives, of course. Alright, there we go. There's all the initiatives. Maybe I should bring the tracker out. Alright. So this Noel Witherling gets to go first. Ooh. And since it was basically waiting for them, it would be like a ready deck, just so they just get one attack. So these guys would be waiting. Right there. So that one goes first, and I suppose he would see Fluto. Is gonna hit for 4 bludgeoning. Oh, we should have healed. It would be Pix, then Fluto, and then this Witherling gets to go, and that one's gonna attack Pix. Oop, not that. Club. 17 is going to hit Pix, even with his AC of 15 with the mage armor. Dealing 6 bludgeoning. Oh no, Pix. And then this one gets to go with a flesh gnaw. What does it do? Action, multi-attack, bite, sudden rush until the end of the turn. Null speed increased by 60 feet, and it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. But it can't, yeah, it can do that. Well, that's an action, though, so it doesn't get to attack. So, it can't. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it would be stuck there. Wouldn't be able to get close enough to make the attack. Right now, its allies are bottlenecking the battlefield. Sucks for it. Now this one gets to go again. It will attack Fluto. This time it does get to multi-attack. Once with its bite and... Excuse me. One with its bite and one with its club. Or it could do 2 with its club. No, it's going to do 2 with its club. Ouch. And ouch. Both hit for a total of 9 bludgeoning. Not good. Alright, Pix. Pix gets to go. Bonus action disengage. Haha, I remembered. Pix backtracks to there. And he's going to firebolt the one that was attacking him, so that would be the one on the right. Ooh, 14 does hit armor class 12. It deals 8 fire damage. No weakness or vulnerability to fire. That's okay. So that's good. That's good for us. Fluto's turn. Fluto, seeing this one take the full brunt of Pix's firebolt, he kind of smirks. And he's like, you asked for it. And swings with his longsword. 16 is going to hit, armor class 12. We don't need to Divine Strike because that thing looks like shit. 9 slashing will be more than enough to kill it. 1 down. And Fluto. Oh. That would have been at disadvantage. Either way, 16 hits since there's no light. What's... hands. It's an action. He's still learning how to be a paladin. He has cure wounds, that's not gonna help. Alright guys, stay on your feet. This guy, the Flesh Gnar, gets to go. Now it rushes at Fluto. And it gets to make 3 attacks. Oh boy, 1 with its bite and 2 with its short sword. 21 hits for 4. I'll do these individually. First short sword hits for 7. Oh no. Here we go. And it can't do anything else since there's no other target there. Alright. Witherling goes. Speed of 30. And it tries to attack. Ooh, 17 hits for 3. And the club misses. Alright. It is Pix's turn. Oh, did I mark that off? I did not. Okay. Bonus action, disengage. And he's going to magic missile. Actually, from there, no magic missile. And he'll send all three at this thing. Yep, just to take him out. So that witherling basically explodes in a hail of magic missiles. Okay, come on, Pix, what are you doing? Not a whole lot you can do. So, action, bonus action. You can move. Try to draw the thing off. Why not? You can move 30 feet down the hall. Let's see if the thing follows. Pluto gets to make a death save. Natural 20! Natural 20! Fluto is back up. Fluto is back up and at 1 HP. Fuck yeah, Fluto. Fluto, you the man. But the Knoll doesn't realize this. At least not initially. Wait, that's the beginning of Fluto's turn. That's the beginning of his turn. Okay. Power level times 5, so 20. He's gonna do it. He's gonna lay on hands, all 20 on himself. That's his action. He'll use his move action to get back up, I guess. Back on his feet to fight this thing. And he yells out, "Pix, come back!" And then the Flesh Gnawer gets to go. So it gets the multi-attack. Six is gonna miss. 20 will hit, and 6 will miss. So it does 6 piercing. Come on, Fluto, you guys got this. I know you guys got this. That's it for it. Pix. Pix, like, puts on the brakes. And from there, can he see? I think he can see. Yeah, he can see. Oh, I forgot to roll the d20 for the wild magic on the last magic missile. Okay. We're just gonna firebolt this time regardless, but hate to miss a possible wild magic surge. Firebolt. Crit! And of course, the crit is just a freaking 1, but 9 damage is 9 damage. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, that's why. LOL. Alright. There's that. As Pixes go. Fluto cracks his neck. He's just like, "Urgh, you're time to be smited." Oh, 15. 15. Armor class 14. armor class. 15 hits for and we're smiting because we have to. Knock off that spell level. Boom. It's gonna do a total of 13 damage. Anything about the radiant? No, this is not an undead like those other ones. So minus 13. That's exactly how many hit points? And so Fluto kind of smirks. And he glances up at this sword glinting in the light, and then with a smile, like, "You're toast. I don't know what you've done with our friends, but you will pay." And he kills him. Slaughters him, and the knoll falls on Fluto's blade. And I think that this is going to have to be where we call it, because this is not done. There's 2 doors left to explore here, and right now Fluto and Pix are not in the best of shape. In fact, they might have to. It's probably, you know what? We're not going to end it. Instead, realizing the condition that they are in, Fluto and Pix will instead return back to town, back to the guild hall, report their findings, where they can band together with stronger allies to come in and get to the bottom of this once and for all. Oh, that's right. So there's stuff in that room. That is a good question. So let me, where? Got so many windows. Okay. Not that, not that, not that. Okay, so that's right. We have a 30% chance for all those things. So, clue, loot, random, secret door. So first would be clue. No clue. Loot. No loot. Random. Hey, random. I don't know what random is, but we'll find out. And no secret door. But what's random? What do they mean by random? Go peek back at the page here. Oh, where's the thing? Is random. We're just looking through this. I should bring up. Hi, official Garrett Games. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, we can take a moment here and a couple of tips for first-time game master. One thing, the one thing that's always recommended in our circle is having a list of NPC names handy, because players are always going to ask you what a character's name is. don't worry too much about, like, having to put on an amazing show, Just tell the story that needs to be told, set the scene, and let your players do the rest. Lewis or anybody else in the chat who would like to answer official Garrett Games' question, please feel free to post some responses. But yeah, I mean, the biggest tip is to have fun and make sure everybody else is having fun, because if even one person at the table is not having fun, it's really not that great of an experience for everyone. But thank you for stopping in. Thank you. If you're enjoying what we're doing tonight is a little solo, DM-less D&D, and our regular campaign is on Mondays, and features a full cast. Players doing something unpredictable. That's one of the funnest things, I think, in my opinion, is like when you're not exactly ready for what the players throw at you, having to kind of make it up as you go along. And I think, like, sometimes it's not the best advice. I'd say, kind of from an improvisational standpoint, kind of go with a yes and approach. You don't want to shut down your players. Obviously, if it's something that is completely off the wall, that would be impossible. I mean, it can't be done. And remember, too, like, you have the dice decide. Just because you get a 20 on a skill check that doesn't equal an automatic success. That's only an automatic success on an attack roll. So if they get a 20 on a skill check to try and jump over a building, they're still just collide into the side of it. Okay, back to the random. I'm not sure what the random is in there. And Lewis, what did we have? Have backup for battle. Too tough. It could surprise you and go through the battle much faster. Yeah, sometimes you think a fight's going to be way too complicated. Sometimes you think it's going to be really easy, and then it just completely destroys your players. Your players' characters. And remember also too, when your players do something unpredictable, is it unpredictable in a fun way or in a way that kind of ruins the game? Like, are they murder hobos, or they just start going and killing people? Remember, actions have consequences. But yes, thank you for your questions. If you are enjoying this stream, please check in on our other ones. They're much more traditional D&D with multiple players. And, give us a follow if you'd like. We'd appreciate it. Okay, so back to the random aspect of this dungeon, of this room. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's got a random table on here. Oh, you know what? That's not random. It's supposed to be rumors. And there is a rumor. That's what that means. And the rumor is thing in the next realm. So now we gotta ask questions. We gotta do the yes or no's. The yes/no questions. Or not the yes/no, the situations rather. That's the verbs. The verbs. So we gotta roll up some words. First word is bewitch. The rumor. Hang on, let me write down the rumor. Thing in the next realm. like they go somewhere I don't want them to go yet, I want to give them their independence and allow them to go where they want. But also, if they somehow get to the final boss or the beginning of the campaign, I wouldn't know where to go after. Well, just because, like, you know, it's the final boss doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna be, like, you know, an adversary right from the get-go. You know, it could be a situation where, like, you know, even just, like, they encounter him and, like, they witness something, maybe, you know? And even if they do go right for him, if this is your own world, you can kind of, you know, you can move things around. Like, I'm not saying you want to railroad your players, but if you know that they're going someplace that they shouldn't be going, maybe the thing that you originally had there isn't actually there after all, and something more appropriate for them is. Or, you know, there could be things that bar their path. Weather, for example, really bad weather. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. Just be quick on your feet and adapt. And again, you don't want to shut down your players. You don't want them to walk all over you either. You want to have a fun experience together. And if you ask some of our other players, I mean, David, who runs our Dungeon of the Mad Mage game on Sundays, he'll tell you, like, you know, we always approach things from a way he doesn't expect. We almost always go backwards. Oh, well, that's... So the usual DM is going to be a player. That's great because, I mean, he'll be there to support you, or she, and they'll be there to support you and help you. Like, you know, if things start to get out of hand, you can kind of look to them for a little bit of guidance to help maybe nudge the rest of the group. Because if the rest of the group is used to that person being the dungeon master, you know, they've probably got a little bit of sway. But I wouldn't be too worried about it, man. I think, you know, it's a lot of fun. It is a little like nerve-wracking the first time you run a game if you haven't, you know, run games before. But I mean, I think the biggest thing to keep in mind is, like, you're not gonna know everything, and that's okay. You don't need to. You don't want to grind down the action. So if you're not sure of a rule, make a ruling that seems fair. And I mean, you've got your other DM who's going to be right there. They'll be able to, you know, either nod or shake their head if you're, you know, right or wrong. You can kind of use them as a gauge. But yeah, just try to have fun. That's the best advice that we can offer you. And like Lewis said too, think of ways to add things to help lure them back. So if they go in the wrong way, you know, have a hint or a clue to help guide them back. And especially, yes, the rule of cool. And also, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate you. But yeah, the rule of cool. That's one, you know, use sparingly as well too. Like, you know, you don't want to shit all over the parade, but with you don't want to always let the rule of cool be a thing just because it worked one time. You don't want to, you know, set a precedent. But like if it's like a one-off thing, like I think in the Star Wars game I used my force power to like push off of an object when I don't think technically I'm supposed to be able to do that, but it was just like kind of the rule of cool. We were going for it. You know, if it's not game breaking, go for it. Okay, So we have our rumor of the thing in the next realm. See, just when I thought this stream was coming to an end, the whole situation in the dungeon got more interesting. Hey, you're welcome, and thank you once again for the follow. And you know, I'm just one of the group here. Like, I'm not even the regular DM, but I do appreciate you all the same. So the first word. So the idea with the words is we get probably anywhere between like 4 and 6 different words. They're typically verbs, and we use them to create a story, because when you're making it up as you go along, you need cues. The second word, so the first word we got was bewitch. The second word is mob. The third word is loot. That's always good. That's L-O-O-T, not L-U-T-E. However, keep in mind too with these words, because of the way they are designed, you could go with the way a word sounds. Like, it could be a lute, like a musical instrument. Volunteer is word number 4. Let's see, bad guys can also be their benefit. Yes, having them doing his deeds without them knowing that they're doing is evil. When they find out, they go after him when they're a higher level, yeah. It's kind of like the, I can't remember what it's called, but you know, I think there's lots of like good 80s movies that had like that sort of premise to them. You're working for the man, it turns out the man is actually the evil boss. And I'm gonna roll 2 more words here. Pelt, P-E-L-T, pelt. And the final word is going to be laugh. Alright, so the rumor is thing in the next realm. Words that describe it: bewitch, mob, loot, volunteer, pelt, and laugh. Thing in the next realm. We like loot. Finding loot in the next realm is always... Well, what is the next realm? Is that death? Do you need to volunteer to die? Volunteer yourself to the mob. Become bewitched by the mob, who will all laugh at you and pelt you with... See, you come up with some really weird situations here. Coco! How you doing, Coco? Thank you for stopping in. I'll be over by Galaxy later. Is he streaming today? I don't remember. Yeah, we'll see. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping in. Words. That's alright. Aw, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Coco. Thank you so much for stopping in. Okay, we are at... So, we do have a thing that we find in this room that I think we will have to decipher once Fluto and Pix return back to the guild hall. Because, yeah, they damn near suffered the same fate as Jimothy and Bartholomew. And with that, we will end this session. We have some information. We have a new rumor, which will definitely lead to more adventure coming up soon. But for now, thank you for joining us for this evening's episode of DOTVPodcast Presents Friday Night D&D. D&D Me. Be sure to join us Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. Yeah, we're sorry, Coco. We're just getting ready to close up tonight. But again, we really appreciate you stopping in. Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is... Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it. You're all good. Is our Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And then Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern is our primary campaign, Defenders of the Veil. Hopefully we're back at that. Otherwise, we have to finish up Star Wars from last week. And yeah, that's right. 7 Eastern, 6 Central Sunday. I had it partially right. It's late here too. But yeah, so we're gonna raid out to somebody. I don't know what yet. And yeah, but again, thank you so much for stopping out, everybody who came out to the stream. We love you. Have a good night.